I am happy that my CryptoQ media channel is back online. Alright. It seems like there is a lot of controversy going on right now over Ripple, Japan, and the stable currency. Also, we'll be talking about the next event in this video, and Brad Garthinghouse has apparently confirmed it. It all started with this post where we established that the USD stable currency would represent the US dollar. Now, it seems like everything is falling into place around the stable coin. Several posts in April did mention that some quite large institutions were collaborating with Ripple, according to Chad Steinberg. The stable cryptocurrency that will accompany the world's reserve currency is XRP. Although it may be overly optimistic, it is important to remember that XRP's decentralized structure is one of its greatest strengths. As a decentralized bridge, this currency came into being. Stablecoin discussions are on the rise. Tokenization and CBDC are currently trending topics of conversation. Bridge currencies that are decentralized will have a huge influence. Their combined worth and the variety of applications they could have are likely to be massive. Although I don't think XRP is the best global stablecoin or make any other bold assertions, I do think it will be a significant player in the money of the future. You should be aware that the money market is always changing. CBDCs, stablecoins, and tokenized currencies are options that we are considering for this reason. That is the way money has evolved through the years. Even after all these time, 4 years later, their unintentionally disclosed information remains confidential. The crypto world has never been more shook than it will be by XRP, the real Bank of America revelation. The fact that RippleNet and BofA work together is no secret either. Never mind that they are still working with Ripple, this is hardly newsworthy at this point. There was an event in 2020. They still want liquidity that can be accessed when needed. They intend to use XRP. Their readiness to utilize on-demand liquidity following the case's finalization is something they've mentioned since at least 2022 or 2023. All that is required is a sizable bank. Everyone should be aware that big Bank of America or another huge bank can use on-demand liquidity, in my opinion. Because, guess what, with this competitive advantage, you can outperform every other large bank, and the savings you'll get as a result are too big to pass up. Their customers are the end users, so they want international payments to be more efficient. They are hoping that blockchain technology, specifically, RippleNet or Ripple payments, will allow them to run their operations more efficiently. Not only that, but it seems like this notice from Bank of America will actually be delivered this time. A major bank will have the RLUSD reserves, so keep that in mind. Get ready to have your mind blown. The aforementioned USD will officially debut this year. There have been whispers regarding the storage and usage of stablecoin reserves by large institutions. Someone from Bank of America might be responsible. None of us knows. Such information is not presently available to us. Nonetheless, take note of this intriguing detail: for every stablecoin issuance, Ripple will team together with the country's main bank to ensure the reserve backing remains intact. Regarding HSBC, the biggest bank in Europe, Ripple is already working with them, even on tokenization. Also included are the interests of HSBC, the largest bank in the world. This is similar to one of the biggest banks in Europe in that they have a great deal of capital at stake. Their cash on hand is 2.6 trillion euros. It is, in fact, an enormous monster. That should be considered. Japan has also been the subject of much discussion. A member of the MUFG group of multinational financial institutions, this is the MUFG Bank. In 2018, they reached an agreement to collaborate on a new global payment system or service. Finally, after much deliberation, the Memorandum of Understanding MOU between MEF Bank and the Japanese financial institution Ripple has been finalized. Ripple is a state-of-the-art technology that will enable cross-border transfers between Japan and Brazil. At the moment, we do not have any other information beyond this. We don't know what happened after this 2018 MOU expired. We don't know if it's still continuing strong, but Ripple's has grown a lot in Brazil and Japan since 2018. RIP is, needless to say, huge in Brazil. They call Japan home. Recently, there have been some contentious discussions in Japan, mostly over stablecoins and how to maximize the benefits of blockchain technology. Because of its critical nature, you should thus maintain vigilance over this. There will be a shift to this new payment system in 2018. Much of what we've seen in the past is pertinent now, so I don't dismiss these historical bulletins, PDFs, or anything comparable. We made these announcements a long time ago, and now several of them have become huge deals. Consider the BIS, rumors about Ripple's ties to the BIS, the World Bank, and the International Monetary Fund abound. Now that the CPI group has arrived, everything is taking place behind the scenes as we wait for the regulations and the lawsuit to be resolved. I still think many of these previous declarations and announcements are important today for the same reason that big banks can't deploy this technology widely unless the right regulations are in place. This very second. Very good as well. Make sure Stellar is not forgotten. I am not biased in any way. In my view, XRP and XLM are two outstanding cryptocurrencies in this area that we can invest in. Keep this data safe. Here we may see USD and GN. At this time, these two stablecoins are available on the Stellar network. The Stellar network now offers two stablecoins, GYN, the first regularly managed Japanese yen currency, and ZUSD, the reliable US dollar stablecoin. Both the GMO Trust and the Sellers Development Foundation have stated this. Their breakdown is top-notch, and they have over 7 million accounts. Since then, it has grown substantially, in my view. Powerful advantages include eco-friendly interoperability, cheap and lightning-fast transactions, and quick access to cash. This brings us to our last point, the About section. Aside from the US dollar-backed ZUSD, there are two trustworthy stablecoins, the GYN and the US dollar-backed ZUSD. This alliance facilitates quick, low-cost, borderless transactions between partner firms and seller-based enterprises using GYN and ZUSD. You should definitely keep an eye on Seller because they have been ahead of the curve with multiple stable currency ventures. For some reason, I feel forced to mention it again. I stay away from XLM vs XRP comparisons because of this. To me, they are complementary pieces of my portfolio. Additionally, we have this location. The US dollar peg stablecoin Roust will be released by Ripple in a matter of weeks, as stated by CEO Brad Garlinghouse. The data shown here comes from Ripple Newsletter Issue 9. Several dominoes in the market could start to fall at any moment, and Ripple is positioned to dominate the stablecoin market, so it's no surprise that this has recently gone viral again. That you took the time to watch my video is truly appreciated. Please subscribe and like my channel before I end this.